Yo, Beard here, coming at you with an evening live. I'm drawing a little bit on nicotine and stuff. I need to adjust this. Fuck, I went vertical. Oh well. Vertical live with the Beard it is. Anyway, folks, how are you doing today? I've been shooting a lot more videos. I've been getting back into the groove with the videos. Seems like maybe my way to move forward with the videos is like a month on, a month off. I know y'all are the viewers. I'm trying to adjust this. Why can't I? Oh. 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 Anyway, folks. Slow day. Good day. Relaxing day. Everything's chill. Everything's cool. Damn. These are American Spirit Black. Or some harsh ass cigarettes. I'll tell you what. You know the harshest like nicotine kick you ever can get. These are worth it. I'd say. Definitely Lucky Strikes are the smoke to go with. Because you can both save some money and get a decent smoke. Cigarettes like this are just a fancy, extravagant purpose. I need to not be so reckless with my money, but you know, it is what it is, folks. If anyone watching could recommend a good brand of canned chili, I'm trying to find the best canned chili with rice. Kind of on my own. I do this crazy shit for myself. Welcome, Nerdwitch. Boop. Yo, what up, bruh? I'd boop you too, bruh, but you don't want to be booped, so. Look at how fucking. Look how fire the Diet Arizona green tea can is. Like, that shit is so fucking awesome. Yeah. I'm trying to reduce all the sugar that I drink. It's not as good as the original, but. Is it good? Yeah. Does this can fucking kick ass? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think of what. If there are any other diet offerings. Yo, what up, Senate? Cat guy. Hey. What up, cat guy? Everybody, what up, what up? I'm gonna go live for too long. But I figured I'd go live for an hour or so. An hour or more, you know. I want to get to sleep. I'm kind of ran low on my vape stuff and my cigarettes. I need to decide tomorrow, do I want HHC? Do I want to smoke cigarettes? Cigarettes always win. Yes, Senate makes great content. You going back to sleep soon, boy? Who told you could go back to sleep? Edwin, boop. What up, what up? I just figured I'd chill with y'all for a bit. Whoa. Oh, I'm not gonna leave y'all yet. You stuck with me for a bit. Damn. Why are mom and dad fighting, y'all? Do you have DC? DC Comics? Mm. Sinan and Bruh are the first gay couple to get married in Texas. They got married for the taxes. Oh. Sorry. Spoilers. No, I believe talking about what Nerdwitch said. Y'all need to check out that El Guapo link. Help this guy with his dog. El Guapo is such a sweet boy. See that video? Well, no dog deserves to die. No living thing deserves that. Yeah. Definitely go check out that GoFundMe. Let's unite as animal lovers at the Beard Channel. Do the Humpty dance. Do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty dance. I need to readjust the mask. I washed my mask, and I didn't really readjust them. Do the Humpty Hump. Oh, do the Humpty Hump. Shock G is a legendary MC. Here, 1 second. Yeah, Digital Underground. Digital Underground, y'all, is one of the first groups to feature Tupac. On their album Sex Package, Tupac appears on it. And he's pretty young, and he's pretty unknown at the time. Shock G. Shout out to Shock G, y'all. Shout out Shock G. Yeah. Humpty Hump. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Tupac. If we only heard you mature as a rapper, you'd be the GOAT nowadays. Absolutely no hate to Tupac or anything. I'm not saying he's not a good rapper. Just rappers as they get older mature and stuff. Wish my parents weren't around. We could hear an example of that. Yeah, rest in peace, Shock G. Yeah, Shock G died. Rest in peace, Humpty. Shock G is a slept-on legend. A legendary rapper, nonetheless. Damn, he died the same year that Gifted Gab died. Yeah. No hate to Tupac. He's a legendary MC. One of the best that's ever lived. For sure, no question. But he was ignorant. Yeah, he was only 24 when he died, yeah. If we'd heard of Tupac when he was in his 30s, it would have blown our minds. But unfortunately, Suge Knight, had to pay those people. I mean, allegedly. Can I slander somebody that's in prison for the rest of their life? Because if it's not true, like, they could sue me for slander because I'm doing it in public. But if he's going to be in prison the rest of his life, what's it matter? No. Yeah. He has some legendary songs still. Same with Biggie. Notorious, yeah. I mean, there's this. Yeah. Another legendary MC that would have loved to hear get mature. Mature as a rapper, grow up as a rapper. Hey, that's a good joke. Trevor Cloud TV. Well, Will Smith's rap career would be irrelevant. Maybe his acting. But, yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. his acting would be, yeah, right. What about an older Pac? Yeah. Will Smith is irrelevant. Yeah, I'd agree. Who fucking slaps somebody over a fucking lady that's cheating on you, like, live in front of, like, thousands, millions of people? I don't know how many people watch it. But he's such a little punk. Let's see the shaved butthole. No. You respect him slapping Chris Rock? Oh, yeah. Like I say about Tupac, he'd been more legendary if he'd been able to get older. Yeah, hell yeah, he would've. Who do y'all think is the most overrated rapper? I'll go first. Lil Wayne. Oh, Diddy's a good choice. Did you know Tupac and Jada? I did not know that they knew each other. Oh, yeah. What up, Big Kev? I think Eminem's pretty overrated as a rapper. He definitely earned his legendary status. He's definitely there. I'll never argue that. But I just don't think we have the same artist that we had in the 90s. I know he's grown up and he's matured, but I don't know if he's grown up and matured in kind of the right way. He always seems like he has something to prove, and he's one of the few rappers that doesn't have anything to prove. And his constant, like, trying to rap faster and getting in these beefs with people, I'm just like, you're already a legendary rapper. What are you doing? It just makes your legendary status kind of look bad. That's what I think, though. Like, yeah, like, I just don't get it. Yeah, he got signed by Dre, but if you know like the story behind it, I don't know. If Dre didn't sign Eminem, he probably would have signed to like Psychopathic or something like that. One of the other local ones. Shifty, what up? Because most of the beef started because he used the fame to leverage himself up and blow himself up so high, but something like that. Yeah, 50 Cent, yeah, the same way. Something like that. Maybe put out an album on Psychopathic or something at least. Wouldn't that be crazy to get a horrorcore album out of Eminem? Or another acid rap album? Well, the acid rap is pretty close. I want to hear more. I've heard there's more acid rap songs by him. And it's crazy to hear Eminem rapping in the style that Esham created, because you don't hear him rapping it. Once the Slim Shady character came around. I'm a big fan of Slim Shady. I don't know about Eminem, but I do like Slim Shady. And clearly, the recent album, Eminem views them as different characters as well. So people can be like, oh, Eminem and Slim Shady are the same person. I'm like, clearly they're not. And Slim Shady reminds me a lot of Shaggy 2 Dope. Like Shaggy 2 Dope, but he could rap a lot better. Shaggy's probably my favorite rapper, but well, there's definitely better rappers, that's for sure. Without him, Violent J's Dark Carnival Dream probably would have fallen a bit flat. But I don't know, his storytelling's so good. But having somebody that can rap really good is important too. Well, like we have the Beastie Boys and stuff. Eminem is good. Yeah, local Costa Nostra. Hey, Cece. We're talking about a topic I'm sure you're utterly familiar with. The history of something. I don't know. How are you doing today, Cece? Lococo Nostro. Yeah. Oh, Ill Bill. Angie, what is up? I missed you there. I'm sorry. I thought that was Cat Guy. Edwin, his dad was a DJ. We're talking about very hardcore hip hop. I guess you'd call it. Oh, you've been out to town. You got to the post office? That's good. I hope you did. Oh, hell yeah. I'd love me some Rugged Man. Oh, that's good, Angie. Yeah, I kind of know my music a bit. Not too much. I didn't start listening to music till I was like 18, so. $67. Oh, that's good. Well, that's something at least. But 5 years for $67 ain't shit though, so. See, I think Rugged Man is better than Eminem. Because Rugged Man just like keeps evolving and changing as a rapper, and you just the fucking Wu-Tang Clan was on his recent album, for fuck's sake. I mean, you want to talk about being a legendary rapper? Wu-Tang Clan. Who doesn't like Wu-Tang? Hey, a full tank of petrol. And a 4-pack of chocolate donuts. That ain't bad at all. Yeah, Angie's there in Australia. There's some Australian rappers. There's this. Oh yeah, you come from there. I think you come from his channel. He tried to get in a rap beef with me, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I think Senate sent the Young Stroke mixtape or something and said it was me, and then he backed off. And I'm like, damn. Like, thanks, Young Stroke, aka Young Muscle. Anyway. I'm not too... Wu-Tang is not underground. Wu-Tang is the... Snoop has a pretty good rap voice, at least. Very distinctive. How about Charlie Tuna? You guys know Charlie Tuna? What is it, Charlie Tuna? Of what is it, Jurassic 5? Charlie Tuna. Talk about the music that you like and stuff. And The he has a bass baritone. There's not a lot of rappers that are bass baritone. Lyrical Commission. I want to hear some Australian. I want to hear some Australian rap about like being a bush ranger. Like we're here like robbing people in the bush and stuff. I'm thinking of like Cemetery, but like bush music. Yeah, Ned Kelly rap. Exactly. Exactly. Everybody, what's your opinion on Ned Kelly? I think he's just an outlaw like the outlaws we had here in the West. And that he's no hero. Like in the western towns, we had a lot of outlaws. They'd rob places too and fucking distribute the wealth. He was a legend. Definitely. Probably the first legend in Australia. One of them. But outlaw, robber and stuff. He definitely helped the banks. Didn't he destroy stuff? He like destroyed loans and stuff that the banks had and all that. I mean, does anybody here? Does anyone else know who Ned Kelly was? That armor idea was crazy cool. Wears you down though. Oh wow. Oh cool, CC. A fellow Kansan, I believe. Too. You said you're in Kansas. I was gonna say something to try and identify where you are in Kansas without making other people know about it. Does Wooshock ring a bell to you? Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna ask you covertly if you were in Wichita, but okay, that's where I was born at. I was like, hey, does Wooshock ring a bell? And you're like, oh yeah, yeah. Because as y'all, I have a video about him. Greatest Ironman that ever lived in Australia. Wichita. I like the Wooshock kind of. It's kind of like we're both from Wichita, so we both know it. Or Glenn Campbell, I know that name too. That's a pretty good beer. I have not seen that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My Margaritaville sandals. I hike in these and everything. They're pretty worn down at this point. I like this. This is the coolest thing. If you walk in the sand, they leave palm trees. I want to meet other people that are the same race as me. I don't meet other people the same race as me. You don't, it's not a thing. It doesn't exist. Where are all the Roman Northern Africans? Like, what happened when we came to the United States? Did most of the other ones, they integrated with other races and stuff, and we went away? Like, what the fuck? Like a unicorn, but Irish. Oh. Whitey was a rat, yeah. Well, there's a lot of Irish people in Australia. Yeah, that's why the inmates. A brutal hit. Hey, I wonder why there's a lot of Irish people in Australia. Huh, prison colony for the British. Cece is the enemy. She's Italian. Yeah, I know who Whitey Bulger was. Criminal leader, worked with the FBI. As someone that's Roman in Africa, my great grandma fled because the Italians were invading, and most of them fled because the Italians were like, "Oh, we're coming to save you. You've been cut off from us." And we're like, "No, we don't want to be Italian." Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of Irish, a lot of Scottish, a lot of French. There's a lot of Italians and Germans in Kansas. I tell people all the time, people don't like to hear it. I don't know why. But the Irish... A lot of people don't know about the other enslaved groups in the United States. There's a lot of other enslaved groups, and a lot of people... I educated a friend about... People didn't... Most of my friends, particularly those on the left, they don't know about the natives. The native tribes in the United States, they owned slaves. Not all of them, but there were some of them that... Particularly when you look at when they marched them to Oklahoma, there were something like 2,000 slaves that marched with them as well, which is just crazy. Like, and the Irish were considered lower than the black people. The mayor of New York City in the late 1800s said that he pitied the black people because they had to live around the Irish. I mean, the hate for the Irish is just insane nowadays because through like law enforcement and like firefighting jobs, they've long established themselves as being very trustworthy. But the Irish were as well, and they were viewed very poorly. That, not to dismiss any of the other hate against any of the other groups, but a lot of the freed Africans, you read reports from them that they were happy that they weren't Irish. Because at least they had black, like, owned places that they could go into. The Irish couldn't even go into anywhere. Now I'm Northern African Roman. Or Roman, I guess you'd say. I'm not Italian. We were cut off from the empire. When the Roman Empire collapsed, there are these people in the outlying colonies that were cut off, and then they just integrated with the society. And for some reason, my people kept it white that whole time, which is that's 2,000 years or so. I mean, when I tell people that I want to do the same, they come at me like I'm racist, and I'm like, people did it for like 2,000 years. Like, who am I to be like, I want to break this? That's what I think. But there were other more minor, because anybody could be enslaved in a slave market. They didn't just target Africans. Like, anyone could conduct business in a slave market, but anyone could get captured by a slaver as well and be put into a market. It wasn't as, because the African slaves were viewed as working harder than the other ones. But think about like the Chinese. I found it really insulting that California would not issue reparations to the Chinese, who their state enslaved and forced to build railroads and everything. I mean, they try and sweep that under the rug and everything. And I probably shouldn't get so political, but I really think politicians like radicalize the African Americans to speak about their slavery issues, to dismiss all the other ones, to dismiss the evil that it was to everybody, that everybody suffered under the system, and that it wasn't just one people group that suffered, that everybody did. The blood. My father is a boy. Yeah. You guys are doing good about talking about this without getting too political. I can get political. World War II, were so the lineage stopped with him. I have my opinions. You need to not be so political, but there's a lot of facts that we ignore to get more of a narrative towards what we want. And usually history is not like the way that you want it to be. Like Russia won World War II. Like, we might have achieved the victory and got the things signing, but look at the sacrifice that country made and compared to what we made. And the Japanese only surrendered to us because Stalin was gonna invade their country, and they were terrified of having to surrender to him. That should put into perspective the fear that Stalin put into people, like as a dictator. That 2 nuclear bombs are not even close to as scary as that dude. Like this dude is scarier than 2 nuclear bombs. Like, this is a fucking terrifying dude. Yeah, because it's usually the male that passes things on, so people just assume. What's crazy about the one, my grandpa and my great grandpa, they both served in the same places. In World War One, my great grandpa served in the same places that my grandpa served at in World War Two. It was crazy. My great grandpa was fighting with the Australians and the Japanese to retake the islands from the Germans. And then my grandpa was fighting with the Australians and mostly the Australians, against the Japanese. Probably the very same Japanese his dad fought with. A lot of people do not know about the World War I Pacific Theater. Like, that is a part of history that is dismissed because the European theater gets all of it. But they were island hopping in World War I, retaking islands. Like, the Germans had islands occupied there and stuff. So you probably know more about the Pacific Theater fighting in World War I than someone here in America would. Is that correct? Oh, wow. That knife that I have, that was used in the Pacific. Like, when I tell people, they're like, "You mean your grandpa?" And I'm like, no, my great grandpa served in World War I in the Pacific. And they're like, there was only fighting in the Middle East and Europe. And I'm like, there's a reason it was called the World War. It was worldwide. There was even combat in the Arctic, I do believe. My dad's father, he was in the forestry service at the time that World War I broke out. I mean, World War II broke out. And so he did forestry work in Alaska during World War II. He was also too tall to serve in the army, so he avoided the draft and stuff. He wanted to serve, but at 6'7", he was too tall. So, oh my god. Wow. Yeah, that's what they used to do and stuff. My grandpa, I wish he was still alive so he could tell us some more of the stories. He said the Australians were just like anyone that he met back home, that they were just like the people from all the small towns there in Oklahoma he was from. They just talked really funny. They had this really funny way of talking, and they used this strange slang when they were talking. But they were just like the boys down home. They like to drink. They like to talk about their women. He was like, I think they called them Sheilas. And he's like, their government gave them good alcohol unlike ours, so we trade them moonshine and we get their beer. I don't like the Italians. They tried to force convert me into Italian, so I don't appreciate that. We were doing fine on our own, being Roman, and here comes fucking Mussolini and his army. Like, hey, you're Italian now, and we're like, no, we're not. And he's like, yes, you are, and we're like, no. He's like, yes. We're like, no, and he's like, yes. And then my grandma had to like flee to America. And there's lots of Romans that were taken in the fold. I mean, I guess you'd call me more real Italian than most of the Italian mafia members. I have blood and ancestry tracing back thousands of years to the Roman Empire. I mean, I could be a made man. I could for sure be a made man. I have the bloodline to be a made man. Oh, geez. English, Irish, Jewish, and Aboriginal. Yep. We tried to conquer the world. We were the first. It didn't work. I have too. They don't like me. Because I'm Roman. I'm too... I love ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt is... They figured out a lot of medical practices. And despite what you hear in all the myths, surgery with anesthesia was... Surgery with numbing and anesthesia was something that was invented in ancient Egypt. They lost the knowledge in the Middle Ages and stuff. But they would have... Like, if you got surgery in Egypt, they'd have you, like, smoke opium and marijuana. And they'd also give you this... There was this other thing that they do, but I mean... If I'm gonna... You know, you're gonna have me smoke some opium, I mean... That's much better than anything there, like, that's... And they'd use honey and stuff for infections, I mean, they were... But they also had a lot of superstition and stuff around this, so it wasn't all good, like... Ancient Egypt was one of the cultural, like, hubs of the... They were extremely advanced. Look at the pyramids they built. Look at the fucking pyramids they built. We're in the modern times here. Hold on, let me clean my glasses. Okay, we're in the modern times. And our best guess of how they built the pyramids were like, it was aliens. And I'm like, these people are so advanced that thousands of years later we're like, aliens. Like, you can see, look up the Nile. Look up where the quarry fields are, where they cut the stone, and look at the landscape leading to where the Great Pyramids are. You will see that they cut that fucking stone out of that quarry and they dragged it across that ground. Because it's still there. The marks are still there on the ground. They dragged those rocks hundreds of miles, and we dismiss them. We dismiss their knowledge because we're so much more advanced than they were, and we can't comprehend the idea of thousands of people coming together. And what do these thousands of people do? They're dragging a stone across the desert. It might take 3 days to drag this stone across where they're doing it. And they have to just keep doing this over and over and over again. Like, it's absolutely insane and a master of engineering. Like, like we're definitely more advanced than the ancient people, but the way they dealt with problems and stuff, we don't deal with problems the same way. Also, welcome back, Edwin. You know, one thing I love about the Beard Channel? Only beautiful women pull up to the Beard Channel. I've been to some of the pyramids there in Mexico. You know how badly I want to smoke ancient Egyptian hash? You guys know, like, you understand, like, if I had the money and I was able to get a hold of it, I want it. I want it fucking badly. So badly. Like, there is still hash from ancient Egypt that they found in tombs that is still good. And I want it. I want it. Fucking yes. Can you imagine 1,000-year-old hash? Well, they're not exactly batteries like we'd think of them. They might not have been used the way the batteries were. Might have been used to just like give people religious experiences and stuff. That'd be some crazy shit. You'd probably like see the ancient Egyptian gods. Edwin, would you join in smoking some like 1,000-year-old hash? Cause see, like marijuana wouldn't go good, but like hash, it's so concentrated. It would just keep concentrating more and more and more. If it was packed tightly in some paraffin or something, it would just concentrate more and more and more. It'd probably be a rock or something. Aw, man. Later, Angie. You have a great rest of your night. It would be insane to smoke it. What if you smoked it and you woke up in ancient Egypt? I've got to say, my first fear if I woke up in ancient Egypt, I'm not vaccinated anymore. I'm not vaccinated, and I'm in a time period where disease and filth are incredibly common, and I have a little weak of an immune system. I'm probably gonna die really quickly from some disease. I don't know as a modern person how I'm gonna handle eating the food. I've never had most of the spices that are in the foods. I don't. People wish they could time travel until you get fucking speared in the face as soon as you step out of a time machine. You step out of the time machine, you're like, hey, and then the guy spears you in the chest. That's probably the most likely outcome for a time traveler. You never see that in a time travel thing. Hey! Damn. There's this one book like Spirit Bear or something like that I read all the time. This can kicks ass, folks. Oh, I wanted a little snack, so I'm gonna have this. Ancient Samaria is crazy. Ancient Sumer is like, you know, they're like writing, like the idea of government, city. I mean, Mesopotamia and Sumer. I mean, oh my. They did. See, they're the people that I think maybe aliens visited. That's wild. Sumerian. A bit. A bit. I'll be honest, Samaria is not something I know a lot about. Oh yeah, the Epic of Gilgamesh. Yes, the Epic of Gilgamesh. Tells the story about a young man born to a virgin mother who goes on a great journey. That's oddly reminiscent of the Bible for some reason. Huh. Gilgamesh. It is Gilgamesh, not Jesus. Jesus probably was a real person. In Judea at the time period Jesus would have lived, there were hundreds of people, probably literally hundreds of people claiming to be the Son of God and being the Messiah and practicing their own form of Christianity. So the fact that we know one of them so much more than the other ones is kind of weird to me. Because they all were claiming the same sort of thing. And when you know that about the history, it throws that entire story into like, huh. I don't know. Interesting. I'd like to go to first century Judea. I'd die really fast, but... Hercules was a myth. Most of the Greek stuff is a myth. That would mean... There is no doubt that there is somebody with that was... I don't think that, but... He could have been a sicko. I mean, there's no way of knowing. People wouldn't have documented that. But as far as we know, like, from the story, but... Other than these accounts in the Bible, there's not really any other stuff, and people can point towards some evidence, but it doesn't really add up. And also, the Romans took meticulous records of every single action they did. That was part of what made them so successful as a government. That everything they did was marked down and tallied. They had this little wax thing that you could use, this like pencil thing, and you could carve it in the wax. And you know, you could take notes anywhere at any time, so why are there no Roman records of Jesus? You figure if he was walking around preaching like he did, they would take notice of him. They seem to say it in the Bible. I don't know. It's just something I wonder. Anyway, Cece, I don't mean to offend you if we did. I hope you're just going to sleep. It is pretty late here. Anyway, you sleep tight? And we'll see you around. Peace mentioned she might go live in the morning. Spoilers. No promises, though. Don't get mad at me if she doesn't. Well, he was looking to save anyone, especially the people that were very damned. So those people would be people that he wanted to save the most. Well, we know the apostles definitely were protecting him, I mean. But I don't know. This conversation might offend a lot of people. I think we should move to a different sort of topic. Christianity is not a topic that we should, like, cover. We might really get some people pissed off. Yeah, I'm not. If you have some more things to say on it, I won't stop you. Hey, gal pal. Welcome, welcome. The Christianity thing can get really... You do not need to apologize, cat guy. Not at all. I'm not saying it at all to do that. I'm just saying... Some people might be like, ew, and I'm like, okay, whatever. It's interesting to me for sure. We'll discuss it. Because with anything, there is some truth to things. How are you doing tonight, gal pal? It's always a good night when you show up. Hell yeah. Oh, that's good. It's better to be fine than bad. I mean, it could be great, but fine is always. There's been times in my life that I wish I was fine, for sure. Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I like this whole thing because, like, without this, it kind of shows off more of my face. But yeah, I'm gonna go live for another 25 minutes or so. I am a little sleepy, but we'll see. I might go longer. I was folding. I'm trying to read this from here. Sorry, was loading up my car. I'm gonna do laundry at 10 p.m. Just gonna smoke one first. Let's see the shaved mustache beard. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I shaved the mustache. Oh, let's see. Sorry, was loading my car up. I'm doing it. Yeah, okay, I did get that. Oh, damn. Ooh, I'm glad I have the mask on. I am blushing right now. Yeah, no mustache rides. Sorry. I could give you a beard ride. No, the beard is here. But the mustache is gone. Well, I never. You never know what the mustache's ride is like until you try it. It's never too old to try. Yeah, the beard's not getting shaved off. Yeah, the beard is. What's crazy is there's a bunch of it that's pulled up here. Oh, damn. Been there, done that. You could have been there, done that again. I don't know what. I have braided my beard before. Oh yeah, free mustache rides. Yeah, yeah. If you are over 40, you're entitled to one free mustache ride from Beard. I did not used to rap. I don't have any music. I'm out. Huh? You're out. Oh, damn. I've been growing up for 3 years. You should have seen it after 5 years. Hey, this is Young Beard here. This one goes out to my smokers. My 420 blunt tokers. And if you want to ride out with that smoke day, then pull the fuck over. No, I started growing the beard. The first time I grew it is when I was 28, 27. People be hating till they find themselves on www.hospital.com. I'm a smoker, I'm a joker, I'm a midnight toker, 420 blunt toker. And if you want to ride up, then shout out the smoke day. Or it's over. What if you end up on www.hospital.com? I wouldn't want to end up there. Yeah, they've got to be nice and full. You gotta have a beard like mine. Oh. You gotta have a beard like mine. I can't see shit. I can't see anything. It is like pitch black around me. I can't read the chat. It is just dark now. Oh, jeez. I do look a little straggle. I need to brush it out and wash it more. I'm not really trying to look good for any lady at the moment. I've had 2 ladies reject me. Well, one of them just a friend, but I've had 2 ladies I thought I was close kind of push me to the side lately, so. I don't really give a shit about looking good for any lady at this point. Yeah, it's real easy to braid your beard. No, I've never learned that. No, I get stupid and I'm like, hey, you know this woman's cute. I want to talk to her. It'll be fun. We'll have a great time flirting and being all cute back and forth. No, I don't ever fucking learn. No. Every time I'm like, this will be the time it's different. This has got to be the time. It's like, she's psycho. Maybe it's me that's psycho. I am the common factor here. I'm pulling this knot out of my beard right now, folks. Oh, nothing like blowing hot feces on yourself. Yay. Cat guy gets the most fun conversations in here. It does seem like every female is trying to get some sort of angle on you. She's trying to play some sort of angle. It really feels that way. I don't know. Is that sexist to say? You're a lady. What do you think? What is your angle you're trying to play at? Because you're a woman. You have an angle you're trying to play at too, then, right? Your angle is friendship. Who's mine? I'm crazy. Yeah. I mean, it always seems like women are trying to get some sort of angle, trying to like gain information on you to use against you later. I've noticed that. Every woman I've ever talked to, no matter where I meet them, whether I go for some crazy lady, they're always trying to gain information to use against me later. I've always noticed that. And they disguise it as trying to get you gifts. Yeah, I can tell. You're just here to have a good time. Good vibes all around. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired and my voice box is a little... A lot of women like think guys are like a lot of issue, but you just really have to understand how they work. And a lot of guys are different, but yeah, hell yeah. Oh, my phone's at 20%. We'll go till my phone hits 10% or 100 minutes, whichever happens first. Gal pal is the definition of what we call a normal person online. Just some normal person who hangs out on YouTube, enjoys yourself. It's good to be a normal person. We've been going for like, what, 90 minutes? Yeah, what is normal? Why is normal? Hell yeah. You've accomplished with your mission. Let's try and get a crazy camera angle. Let's see if this will work. I don't think this will work. Nope. Okay. Panels are insane. I don't know. From here to Pakistan. If I go to sleep, I can get nicotine in the morning. And I like that. These cigarettes I have, they don't cut it the same way. They have more nicotine, which is the weird part. Oh yeah, I remember that Pakistan thing. It feels like most of the people on YouTube are from Australia. Oh, Gal Pal, have you met Shorty yet? Yeah, a friend gave me Shorty. She gifted me Shorty, thinking she was much, much smaller than she is. So. And as you see, she is pretty massive. Yeah, I could. Yeah, me. The best way to do it, like Cat Guy said, is to manhandle her. There's Shorty. My friend suggested naming her Shorty before she knew. And then she just thought it was perfect, and I agree. Oh, she's so cute. My friend was all like, you can take her back if you want to. And I'm all like, what the hell? That would have been funny. That would have been crazy. When I unboxed her, she just kept coming and coming and coming. It was crazy. Yeah, she suggested the name Shorty. And it's so ironic. So it fits her so perfectly. Yeah, it would have been so funny. Especially the way she is. Yeah. Yeah, my friend is all apologizing. She's like, "Oh, you could take her back, or you could give her to Goodwill. Like, you don't have to be stuck with her. I know you like smaller unicorns than her." Well, she is. She's actually classified as a pillow. So she makes a good cuddle buddy. She wanted to get me a member of the crew, and she got me a member of the crew that became the crew. Like, she's great. Like, I need to actually lay with her. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, she's pretty comfortable. Yeah, you'd have to get a pretty crazy string for that. She is a comfy pillow. Her top part's more for it. I use it to store the horn. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Trying to launch her with enough force to launch her without hurting people. Wow. She's 2 pounds. She's not light, so. Well, you know, for a stuffed animal. I guess 2 pounds is pretty light for a pillow, so. Nina's 4 pounds. Yeah, I'm gonna go too, so. Oh, thank you. Take care, Grandpa. Maybe. Give a great rest and good night, Grandpa. Folks, I'm gonna lay up a shorty and go to sleep myself. Well, how about this? I'll go live first thing in the morning. I don't know what we're gonna do, but something. Oh yeah, we'll go on a journey. We'll go do a couple things. Let's go to Taco Bell and have breakfast. Yeah, let's go get cigarettes and let's go to Taco Bell. Shall we do the fast food gauntlet? Sweet dreams, gal pal. I hope you show up in my dreams. Oh yeah, Waffle House. I wish there was a Waffle House. It'll be a sweet dream with gal pal on it. The fast food gauntlet. It's where you hit 3 fast food places. You get a meal at each place, and you have to eat it. Me and a friend do it. We used to do it often. I saw there was a recent internet thing where people started doing that. And I'm like, damn. Me and a friend were doing that like 13 years ago. It used to be way cheaper to do. It'd be like a $30 video nowadays. I'll never forget, I went on a date with a lady. I could get the Wendy's breakfast Baconator. And we ate the entire Taco Bell value menu. Times 2. So, and it was 24 bucks. 24 bucks for like 20 items or something like that. Well, folks, I'm gonna catch y'all later. We'll have an early beard live. Let's do it. I'm a little tired. Thanks for chilling. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming through, Cat Guy. Always enjoy when you pull up. Same with you, gal pal. Anyway, folks, y'all take it easy.